All right, guys, what's in the box? A new winch. Let's check it out. All right, I was going to look at the one with the solid steel cable in it, but they're discontinuing that, and I was just kind of going over maybe why that is, and maybe this would be more interest to you. If you're going to put a winch, especially on your vehicle, to pull yourself out, I would definitely go with the rope, with the synthetic, they call it synthetic rope or something like that. It's sort of a nylon heavy duty rope. This is a 10,000 pound hitch or a winch. So, and it's got here engage, so it has a clutch, gauge, disengage, so in and out. I don't know, oh, disengage, and then you do it in and out by doing this. You have the remote like this here, or you can, so you have the, you can be far away from it, which is really important, especially if you're going to put it on a trailer like this. Or you can have this thing here, where like if you had two people working it, like if you were out there working it, maybe you had to hold the vehicle out there at the end here, hold the vehicle in place or whatever, and then another person could use this one up in the front maybe. So it also has a pretty long cable. Let's look how long it is. It looks like it's about 9 feet long, pretty long. So I'm gonna get about halfway down the trailer. Kind of handy. I'm hoping to get a box for here. This thing I believe is 100% waterproofed and everything else. I remember reading that. And the rope. So why would you want the rope versus a cable? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of one of those cables breaking, but they do sometimes. You might be on the wrong place, and man, if that sucker breaks, or if you're using a chain breaks, it can kill people. So I think what they're thinking is this rope would hurt if it did break and you were near it, I'm sure, but it might not kill you. So I think it's a little safer. So anyway, the only issues that I'm thinking about with the synthetic, they call it synthetic rope, okay, is it could get chafed on something, and versus a cable might handle a little more of that. Again, they're going to be discontinuing the cable. I was going to get the cable, but because the reason is when I go back to the end of the trailer, so this is going to be mounted in the front here. So when I go back to the end of the trailer back here, it's going to go over the edge, right? Well, it can get chafed on that. So I might end up putting a roller on there or something like that. So share your thoughts on that. I haven't got to that yet. So, and that way, if it did break, it's 10,000 pounds, and you apparently, I talked to a couple friends of mine that have trailers with winches on them, and they start out with like a 4,000, thinking, well, 4,000 pounds, I got a 4,000 pound vehicle, pull it up on here. Well, it doesn't really work that way. So they were like 10,000. I was going to get 13,000. Just to outdo my buddy. My buddy has a 10,000, so I was going to tell him, I won't outdo you. I went to the 13. But this one was available for a sample for us to show you guys. So, and I think 10,000 is more than enough for what we're trying to do. So it has a thing to mount here. So I've still got to figure this out. I think I got to put a piece of steel on here, put it somewhere up in here. I'll decide that once I get a box. I don't know how big the box I'm getting is. So, haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I could mount it below the deck. That'd be kind of cool. And then put this on top and just have the rope go through there. I'd lose some leverage though. It'd be better if it was straight, if it's straight like that. Because then if I have it going around a corner like that, it's probably going to take some of the capacity out of the lift, out of the thing. But I want it to not be in the way of if I have to have something go over the front a bit. So, you know, I don't think it'll be a lowered car that'll go above the front, past the front, but you know, in case I have to, because this is potentially going to carry 2 project cars, so the 2 project cars might be longer than the deck is, because it's only 25 feet. So, you know, that's possible, but you know, again, it's going to be tight, where I'm gonna have to be above the thing here, and I'm gonna have to be hanging off the end of the other end to make it work. And again, those are only lightweight projects. Not putting heavy stuff on this thing at all. It is not built for that. This is not that thick a square tubing, but when it has wood on it, that's going to make it a lot stronger. So anyway, we'll put this on and see how I'm sure it works fantastic. These are good bargains. You can check their website. There's a link in the description. Their pricing is about as good as you can get on these things. So I think there's a number of ways you can mount it. It's got, well, it's threaded. I think they are. I can't really see because we've got bolts here. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's threaded in there. So you've got these here bolts. Let's check it. No, they are not threaded, but what it has is a little insert on the side over here for you to put your nut in there, and then you put your bolt on that way. So you don't need a wrench inside there, right? Kind of cool. So it has all that. Comes with hardware. It also comes with this control box, and it looks like it's pretty well, I don't know if it's waterproof. Don't think it's waterproof, this box, but it's probably water resistant and weather resistant, I'm sure, for being outside. These could be mounted to the front of your Jeep, or use them like I'm going to use as a winch to pull vehicles up on here. And so, yeah, I just don't know how I'm going to mount it yet. So we will get into that later in the build video of this trailer. But for now, I just wanted to do a little review on it. I think it's very well made, and I'm certain 10,000 pounds is plenty of winch power. And I mean, look at this thing. It's massive. I mean, it is huge, and it has this gearbox over here, and it has a clutch in here, and in and out clutch, out and in, and then the motor operates by using this as the control box. So you hook up these two to the motor, and you can put this anywhere. It looks like it's got long cables, so you could put this under the hood of your vehicle if you wanted to, and then these hook up to your battery, I believe. So check out the instructions on that, but that looks like how it works. And I don't know what this is for. Anybody know? Interesting. Look at the size of the, I mean, it has got some weight to it. It's forged. Yeah, that's a massive hook. So this thing's made to just like pull. And it has, of course, forward, reverse, and remote. So it has everything you want. Everything you want's on it. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this content.